What the earth is going on with Manny, Kevin, Alejandro is the main issue for Friday's Fire Country episode, and we don't have to wait long to find out. The toxicology report indicates that Manny has pesticide poisoning, which is probably what also killed Birch. Eve, played by Julie's Latimer, is put on the case to figure out who exposed her guys to the chemicals and attempted to hide it. In the meanwhile, Walter Jeff Fahey must be placed in full-time memory care when Vince, Billy Burke, and Sharon Diane Farr make the difficult decision. The irascible elderly man certainly does not like being sent to an assisted living facility, but the Leones are also ill-prepared to care for him at home following his disappearance last week. In this episode of Fire Country, mysteries must be solved, familial bridges must be restored, lighthouses must be preserved, and new love must be given room to blossom, all while the rain falls from the sky. Fire Country's next big arc is set up by the Three Rock conspiracy. Manny will be treated for his pesticide poisoning by taking some frightening antibiotics, along with a nerve blocker to support his breathing system. Is to avoid organ failure, the toxicology physician said. Here comes Gabs, Stephanie Arcila, acting appropriately worried. All of Eve's crew members had contracted pesticide poisoning by the time she gets back to Three Rock. She has yet to determine whether pesticides were used on the grounds or during a previous work, but she must get all of the inmates to the hospital before they become like Birch. As Eve caters to her team, she ultimately discovers that the poison is coming from the well water. Although she orders tests and seizes all of their water bottles, all of the guys at the camp are intoxicated. Eve brings the information to Sharon, who determines that the well is being poisoned by Oxalta, a large chemical business. Yes, there was a criminal, but Sharon cautions that Oxalta will not be amenable to Eve opening an investigation because they have a senator on their board and make large donations to the state government. Lighthousing returns in Fire Country Season 3, Episode 15, with Bode and Jake, a group of British tourists, are stuck at the top of a fallen stairs in a lighthouse. And Jake, Jordan Calloway, and Bode Max Theriot are called in for the week's emergency. With the latter, they manage to descend all but one tourist from the landing. But as the final woman, Lacey Gigi Neal, tries to descend, the steps give way. She only sustains a sprained ankle because Bode catches her as she is falling. Bode and Jake find Carlton Adrian Huff, the lighthouse custodian, remaining at the top. Until he saves two neighboring tourist ships from colliding with the rocks after the storm disables their GPS, he won't descend. Our firefighting team helps Carlton restart the lighthouse beacon by using their equipment. Fire Country Season 3, Episode 15, what is Bode up to? Bode is trying to make everyone even more stressed out, as if the drama in Oxalta wasn't enough. When Bode tells Audrey Levin Rambin that Walter is unhappy with his living situation, she discovers a big bandage on his hand. Bode dismisses her by claiming that it occurred when he was cutting down some trees to get additional money for an old friend of his that she is unaware of. Since Audrey is the only one aware of Bode's possession of a bag of pills, we must be wary of anything he says that seems shifty.